I'm
ready. You is.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Flight Club. We are on number 80.
80, yep.
20 more to go for the Big 100. Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, loving the big P-47 picture. That's nice.
Thanks, man. Hey, hold on real quick. I gotta run outside. Sorry.
So, how you guys doing tonight? Happy Tuesday. Glad to have you here. We made it through Monday. Tomorrow's hump day. We're close to Friday. It's coming, guys. Hopefully, we'll get some good flying in. This past Labor Day weekend, I hope you guys had great weather. I know here in North Carolina, it was pretty cool. If I say cool, it was no humidity, 80s, and beautiful sunny skies weekend.
Sorry about
great
that.
weather.
I had been waiting for a call.
So yeah, it was very nice, and I think we're supposed to have another good weekend this weekend. So yeah, we went out on the boat, did some fishing on Sunday, just had a good day. But beautiful weather here, man. This is a great time of year. So loving it. How about you, man? Did you do anything for Labor Day weekend?
Went to my parents' place at the lake house. We left here at 6 a.m. I was charging up batteries on the way there because I brought the boat.
Oh, cool.
And if I'm gonna run a boat, I'm gonna have to get me an extra boat to push the boat over, because I had to basically I just drop out to my drawers in the middle of the lake on the pier because it flips. I just don't care, and got in there to get it out. Then my we've got 3 dogs, and 2 of them have been kind of itching at each other. They got into a fight Saturday night or Sunday morning at 2:30, because I woke up to my mother-in-law calling us. It's like, they're fighting, I don't know how to split them up. So we left. So we were there for there for, I don't know, 14, 15 hours.
Huh.
I was like, this is great. So
cool. No. And Mr. Victor Shameless said he's working on that T-45. Victor, that's gonna look sweet, man. That's gonna be a beautiful airplane. Yeah, I mean, he's already flown it several times and it looks great. So that new scheme is gonna be beautiful on it. And speaking of Victor, I had a friend of mine down in Florida. He sent me his L39, guys, in the box, brand new, never taken out, and I got to enjoy that new foam smell. And we are doing a full customization on this jet for him. His name is Eric. He's in the chat tonight. I think TC is his YouTube name. So welcome him, guys. Thanks for maybe the first time here. But he reached out to me through Instagram, and he's a friend of a friend. And he asked me, he said, hey, would you be interested in doing this jet for me? I'm like, hey, man, I love it. You know, it's just, love customizing stuff. So he said, well, I know what I want. I've got my graphics. And if you can just do it for me, I said, well, show me what you want. So he sent me some beautiful pictures of a L39, and it's called the Flying Dragon. And this is the calligraphics, guys. This is going to be beautiful on this jet. And this is just part of, as you can see, it's going to be pretty big on the back of that jet. The tail section up here will go all the way up to the top of the rudder. And this part where my finger is right here will come all the way down to the intakes practically. So it's going to look super, super nice. And if you look it up, you can look up L39 Dragon, and you can see exactly what it looks like. It's actually a metallic blue, which is this color right here. It's a perfect blue. It's got a lot of metallic in it. And you'll have some silver. You know, this is a silver metallic. And then you also got this silver metallic. Now, I'm gonna check out both of them because we all see chrome here, but guys, there ain't no paint looks like that out of a can, and we know that. So I'm gonna test spray both of them, see which one I like the best with this airplane, and I'll go from there. Because he's giving me full reign, man. So I'm gonna have at it and enjoy this. Just to show you guys,
he's gone and done it then, giving you free reign like that.
Man, look, this is the canopy, and you can see the metallic blue, and this was with no clear coat. And if you take it off, took the pilots out because one of them was sitting cockeyed anyway, so we're gonna get him all fixed up. I'm gonna paint inside here too with some silver, and of course, we have tape on here right now because I got to clear coat it and everything. But Eric, if you can see this and how it's coming out, the light in here doesn't do it any justice, so it's really pretty. And once we get a clear coat on it, man, it's gonna really, really pop. That is done. And I got some more things to do. I'll show you guys, and I'll tell you, I talked to Eric about this, Dustin, and Victor knows where I'm coming from. Victor's painting a big T45 right now, guys. Water slides. Water slides, if you try to take water slides off, well, depending on the airplane, a lot of times you can do more damage than you do correction. So, that being said, I've done enough airplanes to know that I typically do not remove water slides. And if you do it properly, you can't see them. And I'm getting ready to prove that to you. Victor knows what I'm saying. A lot of times foam has a shiny finish on it, even if it's not painted foam.
Right. And
when you peel off a water slide, you take off that shine, and then you've got a spackle and sand and it's just a pain in the butt.
Oh, so, yes.
So that being said, if you will go over the entire airplane with 2 coats of polyacrylic, which is, I went with a clear semi-gloss polyacrylic right here. This stuff is amazing. It dries to the touch in about 15 to 20 minutes, so you can do your second coat. And if you will go over the entire plane, number one, what that's going to do, guys, is going to keep your foam from gatoring from the propellants of this paint, okay, which is critical and awesome at the same time. Next thing, it's going to fill in the voids with the water slides. So just to give you an idea, this is the rudder on this airplane with 2 coats of polyacrylic. You can see the slight sheen on it. You can see the water decals on this particular airplane. Now, I take this and I turn it around. This is 2 coats of polyacrylic and 1 coat of flat primer, guys, and you see 0 water slides, and they're the same on this side as they are on this side. You can't even tell where they are, okay? You can see right here where I have not finished painting the other side, so you can barely see that water slide fading in. But again, guys, no lines, no water slides, no anything. This is going to look perfection. It's going to look like a blank canvas when I'm done. And that being said, then I'm going to paint it. I'll get my decals on. I'll go in there and put my clear coat on. It's going to be beautiful. So, again, if you guys want to paint an airplane and change it up, if you will do it this way, it's going to make all the difference in the world, and it's going to save you a lot of headache in trying to peel off those water slides because you really don't have to. So, just my 2 cents on that. A little more than 2 cents. It might have been 25 cents.
I'll rub two dimes together for you.
There you go, man. There you go. Hey, man, I'm just telling you, TC, or Eric, as it would be, they're a pain in the butt to get off, and it messes up your phone, man. And when you can paint over them and do it right, and it gives you a totally blank canvas, a beautiful canvas with nothing showing. There again, without. I'm telling you, why would you peel them off? This plane is going to look incredible. I've got 2 coats of polyacrylic on the entire airplane. Just to give you an idea, here's a wing tube, or this is a wing tank. This is 2 coats of polyacrylic, and you see how nice that looks. Again, when I paint this with this color, it's not going to gator. It's going to look smooth. It's going to look finished, and it's going to look incredible. So, here is a white tank that is done with 2 coats of poly. You notice, it doesn't really look a lot different. That's the way it came white. So, and also, guys, it makes your foam a lot better. It doesn't ding as bad. It doesn't get fingerprints in it as bad. So, it just gives that foam a little bit more rigidity. So, I'm telling you. And then when I paint this thing and I do my lines and my taping, I'm also going to use a very delicate tack tape, which I have. It's a purple tape. Where is it at? Let's see. Here it is. This again is Lowe's Home Improvement. I'm sure you can get it at Home Depot as well. But this is the super delicate tape right here, the Scotch brand. And also, guys, we're going to be using the talcum powder theory that Brendan McCormick talks about in his videos, so that we get nice crisp lines and none of our tape sticks to any other paint and peels it off. So we're going to be trying that out with just regular talcum powder as well. So can't wait to do that either. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And Eric, it's coming along, man. It's going to look great. I think you're going to be happy once it's said and done. I think I might like it. I might want to keep it.
Ooh.
Eric's gonna be like, oh hell no.
Oh hell no.
But no, I want an L39 myself, but I want the camo edition. And when I get it, I will be putting polyacrylic on it as well, just to keep the foam nicer. And this is the high performance version of this particular airplane, guys. It's got the higher KV in-runner with 130 amp ESC. So yeah, it's going to be nice, and I think Eric's going to really enjoy it and be proud of it, and it'll be a nice static model sitting there. It'll be a conversation piece to talk about, that's for sure. So I'm proud to be doing this for him, and I'm honored that he chose me to do it. So it's going to look nice, man. So yeah, so.
Well, ain't no doubt. That's gonna look nice. Ain't no doubt about that. Especially
and so look, I told you guys, I got this too. Bam. Oh yeah, this is from my bounce back points from Horizon Hobby. This little citation. That's an amazing flying airplane, guys. I had to use my bounce back points with Horizon Hobby, and I also had points for buying my radio and things like that. So, as we all know, they're out of stock on a lot of things. So I figured, well, rather than let the points, lose the points, I might as well get something that I know is fun and I can have a good time with. So that's why I got this. So I got it for practically nothing with my points and everything. So, hey, Tim, thanks, man. That's very, very nice of you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Oh, hey, man. I haven't seen Tim G on
yes,
in a while.
Thank you, man. So
We
very
haven't talked to you
appreciate
in a while. I'm sitting here putting together this is a board. It's a Raspberry Pi that's going to go with my new scene. Well, I've been having manufacturer of my machine likes to change stuff constantly, and I'm just done with it.
Hey, David, you can carry this one in the box, man. That's what makes it so nice. I love the little UMXs because you can keep them in a box,
Yeah, because I keep my timber here, UMX timber, because I can actually fly it around the neighborhood since we don't have an HOA anymore.
Yeah. I've got that in a little MiG 15 too. I love both of them, and I keep both of them in the carry box, so to speak. I've even done this box up with some Velcro and padding and everything. It's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I got it right. I figure, why not? Why not keep them in the box and keep them nice until you fly them? They're cool little airplanes, man. And what was it? Raymond, you said you had a problem with your twin, man. I hate that. What's up, buddy? I mean, that's a great flying airplane, man. I mean, I hate that for you.
I'm sorry, he had issues with his what now?
his twin, I guess his King twin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know what happened with it. 'Cause that's a great flying airplane, man. The airframe on that thing is awesome. A lot of guys have been posting videos and stuff, and they're loving how it flies.
Yes, I was seeing a lot of that over the weekend. That everybody was getting them and putting them together and having a grand old time with them.
Yeah, and several people have repainted them and put their own schemes to them. There's a guy, if you guys have not checked out his channel, he's awesome. His YouTube handle is RC Jet Jock, I believe is what it is. He's got 168 subscribers. But guys, he pulls his kids into the videos. He actually unboxed the King Twin. Did a great job on it. His girls are involved with him, his daughters. And it's just a great family affair, man. So if you haven't checked him out, RC Jet Jock, check him out. Give him a like, give him a subscription, man. I mean, you know, hey guys, he's working on a channel. He's got great content. So definitely check him out. I enjoyed watching his stuff this morning a lot. Hey Dennis, yeah, I can't keep them in the box, but I've only got one in the box right now, and that's my AL-37, and that one's coming out of the box as soon as Callie gets my graphics here, man, and they're on the way. So wait a minute, give it a minute, it's coming. That'll be the only one left in a box right now, man. So other than my UMXs, you know. So
I love when stuff comes to you and it doesn't have any instructions. And I'm stupid. When it comes to this, I am stupid.
What are you working?
So it's a Raspberry Pi, and what it is, a buddy of mine, he's a software engineer, and he wants me to. He reached out to me, he's like, "Hey, I want you to test the software for me," and it goes to my CNC machine. So then that way I can look at my phone and control my CNC through my phone. Like tells me how many parts it needs to do, how many parts it's currently done, the current state of it, like is the machine like errored out, is it waiting for me to do something, or you know I can go ahead and tell it the continue machining. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, he's like, hey, here's the parts. I'm sending you the parts. I'm sitting down. I'm like, dude, I don't know nothing about programming. I know Raspberry Pi is pretty cool. Like you can do a lot of stuff.
I thought you were baking a damn pie, man. You lost me at pie. Okay. All right.
I've done stuff with Arduinos. I've done stuff with those, but I haven't done anything with like Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
Raspberry Pi is like you can run like a full like operating system on it, versus like an Arduino, you're kind of just writing like open source code, like to do something. I think, maybe.
Look, you putting Dennis Farley to sleep, man. He's over here like.
I saw him in.
Hey Dennis, hey man.
It's alright. It's okay. He's my buddy.
Oh Lord. Hey, but I tell you what, this Rust-Oleum 2x paint, guys. This is some of the best paint I think I've ever seen for painting these foam airplanes. I love it. I've painted several with this paint, and if you do it properly, you will get just about every drop out of a can. It's just a good paint, guys, and it comes in so many colors. Lowe's does not sell it. I don't know about Home Depot. Walmart sells it. But here's what's tripping me out, man. Between Lowe's and Walmart, it's like we're having a run on paint, man. It's like their paint section has been picked over, man. I mean, are like more people doing outdoor spray painting these days? Or are they huffing the can? I don't know, man, but damn, Walmart and Lowe's both, their paint selection was like, wow, if you don't get it today, you might not get it. That's why I stocked up, you know?
I thought you were going to say about how Walmart here, they have the spray paint in a glass case. Like you have
now some places do that. Hobby Lobby, they've got spray paint in a locked up case. They sure do, man. Yeah. Raymond, I use I have the Admiral with the gyro in my King Twin, and it's locked in, and it's like boom. Yeah, I love the Admirals, man. I mean, I know a lot of people might knock them, but I like them. Just saying. Never had a problem. Never. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I got them in almost, I don't know, 2/3 of my airplanes have never had a problem. And I've got them in my A-10. Gosh, what else? My MiG 29. Got it in my F4. Got it in my Stinger. My Big 17. Galloping Ghost. My Spitfire, Corsair, and they fly great. They're locked in, man. Never had a minute's problem. That's just me, though, you know. So nice to know. Ace Hardware has 2 times. Good to know, Jeff. We're getting a new Ace Hardware about a mile and a half from my house here, man. So that's awesome.
You're welcome.
Good to know that. Yes.
Oh,
I love Ace Hardware, man.
wait, you talking about? Is it being built from the ground up?
No, it was a CVS drugstore that's been closed on the corner of an intersection for about 1.5 years, and Ace Hardware is coming into it now, and I'm tickled to death because, like I said, man, I love Ace Hardware, man. They got just cool stuff, you know, and a lot of times they got stuff that Lowe's and Home Depot don't have, you know, and most of the time they got great customer service. I mean, nowadays you go in Lowe's and it's like tumbleweeds, man, and if you find somebody, it's like, oh, this ain't my section. Back away. I'm like, okay, all right, no problem.
Okay,
I'll find somebody, you know. So yeah.
Well, no. The reason being is there's there's like a little not a shopping center, that we're doing this over in Greenville. I don't know the address. That's Dad's job. I say Dad's job. That's this customer.
This is on the corner of Fire Tower and Charles Boulevard in Greenville.
Okay.
But yeah, EQ, I mean, it's like there's a run on paint everywhere you go, man. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if the companies are having a hard time making it like everything else. I don't know if people are doing a lot of home projects. I don't know if people are huffing it. I don't know what's going on, but the paint shelves are pretty scarce these days, guys. I'm just telling you, man.
We'll see a lot of stuff come back to life here, hopefully in the coming months, given stuff that has happened at least here.
So Raymond said he was using Spectrum in his twin, and it went straight up and straight down and disintegrated. Man, I'm sorry. I hate that, buddy. I'm sorry. Now, was that Spectrum out of a different airplane? Did it need to be reprogrammed? That would be my first question. Because a lot of times, a lot of guys think they can take a Spectrum receiver with an AS3X out of, say, an F-15 or a MAW or whatever, and just go throw it in another airplane. And guys, it don't work that way. You need to reprogram it, and that's Dave Marshall's specialty. It is not my specialty. Dave Marshall has got a whole series on how to reprogram these receivers. It can be done, but I don't know how to tell you where to start, but Dave Marshall can. Matter of fact, I think you can even send your receiver to Dave Marshall, and he'll wipe it clean and reprogram it for you. And Dave, if you're still in here, you might want to chime in because
really,
yeah, you just cannot throw a receiver out of another airplane into a different airframe, especially, and expect it to perform properly, because if it's not programmed for that airplane, you're gonna have some serious complications. So, David, I mean that could be what happened. I don't know. It might have been a new receiver. I don't have a clue. So I hate that for you, though, man. That's terrible. That is not good. Yeah, I've heard several guys go, oh well, yeah, I crashed a plane with the receiver in it, and it had a AS3X in it. I'm gonna stick it in another airplane. You won't, but one time.
I've heard of guys doing it successfully, but I haven't never done it because
well, I don't want
to risk it.
You're in here. So Dave, you can clarify. I just don't think you can take the receiver out of, say, the 64 millimeter A10 or the F15 and throw it in, say, like a Maw or a Carbon Cub, or any kind of top wing plane, or what, a different airframe. I just don't think it's going to work without being reprogrammed, because that receiver comes programmed to that particular airplane that you get it in, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I'm sure, Dave, you know that. I'm sure you know the answer to that question. That would just be my thought process. Every plane is different, and if that receiver is set up with the gains and everything to the throws of that F-15 out of here, it ain't gonna work in a King Twin or a Cub or whatever, you know. Yeah, Dave said a 636 receiver, you definitely can't just put from one plane to another. You have to reprogram. Exactly, and that's what I thought. So guys, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Like I'm saying, I've heard of guys doing it, but that's like maybe they just got lucky. I personally wouldn't do it. I think the few times I've read that people have done it, they just made sure that the receiver was in the same relationship as the CG as the other plane, which still I'm like, guys, like,
well, Robert,
why would you do that?
Robert just said you need a $20 reprogramming cable, and there you go. And then you've got, if you'll watch Dave Marshall's series on how to reprogram, he'll walk you through it. He's got several videos out. Go to his channel, RC Air Marshal, and if you've got these receivers, guys, out of crash planes, he can show you how to reprogram them so that way you can use them, because you hate just to waste them. So definitely check that out, and see how to reprogram your receivers rather than just throwing them to the side and not using them. And Dave has said several times, you know, that if you send them to him, he'd buy them from you, because he likes them. So if you don't want it, reach out to him and he might give you something for it, versus it just sitting around on a shelf and doing nothing. You know, and right. Raymond did say, but it was a new receiver. Well, then that is bad. That's terrible, man. I definitely hate that. Which receiver was it, Raymond? You know? I'm sure you know. What, I mean, was it a 6, a 8? What was it? I'm not paying tricolor. You must put black down first, so it's bright if you don't. That's right. That's right, EQ. Yeah, that's right, Eric. The receiver in his Draco is pre-programmed, and several of the programs cannot be changed, etc. That's true. Which Eric, Dave Marshall is saying you have to use a program cable to reflash the firmware, even if it looks like it's up to date. So, Eric, if there's a way to do it, Dave Marshall knows. So, if you're not sure, you can reach out to him on his channel, RC Air Marshal, and he can tell you. You can hit him up on Messenger. I'm sure Dave would be glad to work with you. Because, again, I'm not a techie on that kind of stuff.
Nah.
Dave is, as far as I know.
I try to watch Spectrum, aka Horizon Hobbies YouTube channel to like understand that. Yeah. They did a not so great job, and Dave has been an awesome source for information about that. I mean, he's the go-to guy. Yep. On that. And
I'll tell you something else, guys. My buddy in here, Mr. Jared Kirby, that just showed up to the party. Jared's got some awesome airplanes, balsa, and he's helping my buddy Brian with a plane he's building. And Jared reached out to me and sent me a guy's website. It's called Badass Motors. If you guys have not checked out this guy's website, definitely check him out, because he's got some badass electric motors, man, and the prices look great. It used to be Scorpion, I believe, but they're kind of like these colors. They're red, aluminum, and black. They look really nice. And Jared's actually putting one in one of his balsa birds right now. It's a 450 kV, I believe is what it is. It's going to be pretty badass. Um, but yeah, man, check them out, guys. I mean, you know, I looked at his website last night. Jared sent it to me, and he's got some cool stuff on his website. So definitely badassmotors.com, I believe is what it is. I'm sure if you just Google badass electric motors, it'll come up. Or Jared, drop a link, buddy, however you want to do it. Let these guys know. Represent, man. And also, again, I say this every week, do not forget our friend right here, zoomrc.net. Please. This jig for soldering comes from him for all of your soldering needs. He sells your extensions for your, like, JR extensions for all your servo extensions. He sells your antenna, receiver antenna extensions. Your clips that hold your connections together, he sells in all different colors. Tools, great tools. Check him out at zoomrc.net. And if you do, use code JCRC10 and get 10% off your entire order. Great deal, guys. And his shipping's great. Normally 3 days from Texas to here in North Carolina. Just a great guy. So definitely check it out. George, okay, badasspower.com. Okay, yeah, that could be what it is, George. Jared just sent me the contact last night. But he has some nice looking stuff on the website. Dustin, if you want to pull it up and check it out, you can. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that, man, for the link there. Check him out, guys. The prices look great. And he's got a huge array of motors for your airplanes if you want to go electric. Definitely check it out. But does he sell Sanctuary? Because she does. Shit. Oh, Lord. Let's see. The guy helped design and build these badass motors, used to work and helped design the Scorpion motors. He broke away and started doing his own thing. See, I love it, man. That's great. So check them out, guys, and share the love, you know. Colt fans. Yeah, that's been a minute, hadn't it there, Dave? The Colt. Gosh. It's like I'm seeing ads on Facebook for Iron Maiden. They've come out with a new album, man. I used to love some Iron Maiden. I actually thought about doing my AL-37 in the Iron Maiden scheme. Either that or a Kiss theme. I loved some Kiss, man, when I was coming up, too. Shit, why does Jeff's side of the page look like a hobby store and Dustin's side looks like he's hiding in the basement? Hey, Dustin, you ain't got Joe Biden in you, do you?
For real? Hey, let's not go there.
Hey, yeah, right?
I always look like... That's what... My wife's... Growing up, I've always been, like, in the dark.
And what a blanket. What was that picture of Ashley today you put up on Facebook? Talking about something about.
Oh, my dirt nap.
Yeah, dirt nap.
I was taking pictures of. We were at Buffalo Brothers yesterday. And I was just taking like pictures of her like with the new, because I got the 12 and I was trying different settings and portrait modes or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And it was funny. That's what came up. One of them was really hilarious because she had got a margarita and I guess it was too strong, and she was all like, "Yeah," and then took a sip and she's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Oh, she's like, "You will be having a dirt nap if you do that." But there's so I sent them to her mom, so that's fair game.
I hear you. Mom says, "Tell you, hey, Dustin."
Oh, girl, how you doing?
How you doing? Oh, so what's everybody else working on? Like I said, I told you my project. I know Victor's project. How much more you got to do, Victor? I know you've been working hard, man. Victor, I mean, y'all see Victor's breakfast the other morning, by chance? We all need to eat breakfast at Victor's house. Thanks,
Dude,
Eric. I
tell me
appreciate you
about
coming
it.
by, man.
Tell me about it.
Victor, 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 Victor. So yeah, so I'm waiting on my graphics from Cali for my AL37. I got to get the fuselage of it painted up before I can put the decals on. That's gonna be a fun project, man. I cannot wait to fly that airplane. I'm looking forward to it, especially with the weather getting cooler. Because you know we all like to fly our jets in the cooler weather. They all perform better. What's up, Brendan? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here tonight. So yeah, Brendan, I'm looking forward to my AL37, man. I'm waiting on Callie after you gave me more motivation with your video. So I went in and got everything ordered about 2.5 weeks ago. So she told me they'll be here soon. So yeah, that's coming, man. I can't wait to fly that airplane. So it ought to be a gentle giant, that's for sure. What's up, Gary? How you doing, man? Glad to have you here, buddy. Mr. Noons, what's up? Got a good crowd coming in, man. Mr. L.A. Jeff, as I call him. Tim Toutant, what's up, buddy? Sound system in the new FMS A10 V2. Sound is awesome. Startup is shut down. Get the APU first, and one engine start, then the other. Oh man, that's sweet, Tim. That is nice, man.
Have you guys seen the video for the new Gulfstream 700?
I've not seen that one. I saw Ramey RC do a new video, man, and that was killer. That was awesome on that composite he built, that Citation, and then he just built another one for somebody. God knows, man, that thing was beautiful.
Yeah, the Gulfstream G700. So that came up on YouTube like 2 days ago, and I sat down and was watching it while I was eating my breakfast this morning. The cockpit is gorgeous.
Yes.
Like, it is. When I say all glass, like, this is it.
Right.
I mean, it looks something out of like Star Trek. It's freaking killer.
I tell you what, man, it's amazing. I mean, if you got the time and the equipment, you can do anything with these airplanes. I mean, and then I watch Ramey, man, wrap these planes in that vinyl. I want to wrap a plane in that vinyl. I'm dying to do that. Because he makes it look simple, and it's beautiful. I mean, it looks like a real finish on an airplane. I want to do that, man. I'm dying to get some of that vinyl and put it on an airplane. I think you could do it on foam as well. I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah, Jared, we're always looking for planes, ain't we, man? It's sad. We all have an addiction. We all have a sickness. We're all addicts.
That's the damn truth.
Yeah. Run for the hills. What's up, man? Yeah, George said it cost $75 million. Get you 2 of them at that price.
I mean, it's just chump change, man. I mean, you can't take
That's
it with
all.
you.
Just chump change, man. That's all.
I'm begging for your support to help my financial situation to buy a jet.
That's what I love about Ramey, man. Ramey builds these beautiful, beautiful jets, and they're EDFs. And he builds them with 3D printed molds. He makes his own carbon fiber with fiberglass overlay, puts them all together. I mean, then puts all the components in, puts in all of the retract system, all of the electronics, all the lights, all the spars. I mean, it's just watching him build a jet, man, is like a work of art. It blows my mind to see what this guy can do, man. He's kind of like my buddy Chris. RC Demon Driver, man. I mean, Chris can make some amazing stuff too, and both of these guys are just artists, man, and their ingenuity is incredible with what they can do. I'm just blown away when I watch them, and then to watch Ramey fly these things for the first time. Can you imagine the pucker factor this guy's got after he builds a jet, and it takes him that long to build it? Can you imagine what he's feeling and thinking when he flies that jet for the first time?
It's like you make a fist, and that's what my butthole would be like.
Exactly, man. You talking about pucker power? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could damn cut diamonds with that jewel, man. I mean, he's even like excited himself when he lands it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, you know. Damn. And that would be like handing somebody the keys. You know, okay, here's your jet I just built and flew for you. Here's your keys, and I need a check or your Visa card. Which one would you like to give me first? Man, I just can't imagine what he would charge for something like that. Custom built too. God.
They ain't no daggone selling.
I mean, you know, being that it's EDF, it can't be as bad as, say, a turbine or two, but still, the craftsmanship that goes into it is just incredible, man. I'm just amazed by it. I've seen Vic.
I saw
Victor's
that.
a lot of Sky Swords there. He's got it. The Petrinkic brothers have flown it a lot. Run for the Hills. Victor flew the snot out of that Sky Sword, man. Watch a lot of his videos. He's flown it a lot. He loved it. It didn't really never do it for me. I didn't care for the airframe of that particular jet. It looked like a damn dagger or something, a sword. I don't know. It just didn't really do it for me. Yeah, EQ, that was terrible about Shay's L39, man. That was bad. I hated it. And then how about the guy, what is it, Brian Killen, that lost all of his planes in the fire this past week in his building?
John.
John. Yeah. That was
Dude,
terrible.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, I had to do a double take because he's like a true, like, I want it 100% like the full scale aircraft. I mean, that's just his nature, and when I saw that, I'm just like, oh man.
Yeah, you can't replace stuff like that, man. I mean, not to mention your time, your compassion that went into it. It's just you can't replace all that, you know. Yeah, George, those Schubers are expensive, man. That is definitely a different level of the game, that's for sure. So has anybody ordered the citation? Not citation, but the Cessna tail dragger? How's that plane doing as far as sales? Has anybody looked at that? It's a big airplane. You know, if you like big, nice, it should fly great. Being a tail dragger, it should fly great. You can do the nose wheel conversion on it, which is nice. You can put floats on it, which is nice. I know the version 1 that I've seen fly at our field flies incredibly well. It's got plenty of power. It's got a lot of power, actually. So yeah. And I appreciate all you guys that commented on my latest video with the P-51. That's an incredible flying airplane, guys. That's a Boston airplane. It's discontinued. I built that plane probably about 10 years ago. It's probably been around for 12 years. It's the Hangar 9 P-51D red tail, 40 size. That plane was actually classified as a trainer. it came with fixed gear, but I actually put Robart pneumatics in it, and I never cared for them. I just never trusted them. And so it hung here in my garage behind me here. Matter of fact, I even tried to sell it to Wreck-'em Roy a while back. Glad I didn't. But I finally put the X-Wave retracts in it from Motion RC, which are incredible, guys. I'm going to tell you, for the money, all aluminum retracts, $79 a pair. They are flawless in that Mustang. And if you watch my video, that plane flies and sounds incredible. Brendan McCormick said, "Oh Lord, Jeff's getting the balsa bug." You're right, man. I'm telling you, the balsa.
But when are you going to do the P47?
I just got to get it out there. I was waiting for the weather to get cooler, man, and we've got a guy that's joined our field now, and he's big into gas, and it runs great. I want to put a throttle curve on it. I need to talk to George Watts about some things on it. He told me he would talk to me when I'm ready. I just want the weather to get cooler, man. But other than that, it runs great, and I know it's going to fly great. I'm not going to lie. I'll own it. I'm scared of the gas because I've never flown one. So I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm scared of it. I'm sure after I fly it and I get comfortable with it, it'll be like, man, this was nothing. You know, I hope so. But with all the great pilots in here that do fly gas and love it, I'm sure I can get enough support and get enough guys behind me that it shouldn't be a problem. I feel like it's going to be good, and like I said, I trust a lot of these guys in here to help me. So yeah, I'm never ashamed to say what I'm afraid of, man. And that I've never done gas, so I call it like it is, you know. So you know. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice, and when the time's right, I'll fly it. You know, I'm flying all my other Warbirds in my Balsa P51. I want to get feeling really comfortable because I do believe I'm a believer that other planes you need to keep in your arsenal to help you with dexterity, the same flight characteristics. Warbirds are warbirds, man, and yes, they all fly a little differently, as we all know. And I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket and say, well, I'm just going to have this plane or that plane. I'm going to have a variety of planes that I can fly that I feel good about, and that way I get practice. And when it comes to flying certain things, I'm not as worried, you know, because I feel like I've had enough practice on things that if I do crash, it ain't no damn balsa bird that I'm going to stick in the ground. Damn. I wish I'd have practiced more with that cheap-ass airplane that I just gave away, you know? So that's just how I feel about it. I'm going to get my practice in, and when I'm ready, I'll be ready, and I'm going to make sure that I feel good about it, you know? So I'll admit, when I'm scared, and I got no shame in saying it. And when it comes to that one, it's a beautiful airplane, yeah, I'm scared. Matter of fact, I got enough stuff up here to do an electric one just like the gas one. And trust me, I'm seriously thinking about it, because if I do an electric one and I fly it enough, then I feel better with the gas. So I'm kind of here with that. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, it depends on what mood hits me. But I'm looking forward to it regardless. But I love flying that P51, and I appreciate all you guys watching the video and your comments. Because yes, that plane does sound amazing in the air. To be electric, when it comes by, it just sounds good, man. It sounds really good. I love it. So, tickled to death. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Watch it. I appreciate it. Like it. Share it. Comment on it. Whatever you want to do. But Balsa does fly good, I must say.
I just want to see that.
What's up, Chris?
That P47 fly. Then I want to see that daggone F-14. But that Ducati motorcycle you sent me today, that's pretty rad. I was opening it and watching it as I was loading up the truck.
Wasn't that killer? The motorcycle was killer, man. I loved it.
I saw it, and I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be like an RC bike for some reason. That's why I was like, "Where's the lipo go?"
It's a model, man. It's just a model, but it's cool, man. It looks so damn cool. Even the chain on it's real, you know. I like it a lot.
What did Kenny post
Yeah, Dennis,
about in
right.
the
Yeah.
RC Pilots
You follow
Lounge?
the same theory there, Dennis. All right. Wing and a prayer. Yeah. Uh huh. Hey, Jared. We gonna look. It's gonna be all we can do to run this damn fly-in, man. With people there, we got to keep everybody happy and keep it going, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now, that will be October the 23rd. If you guys can make it, anybody within the proximity of North Carolina that wants to come, feel free to come. We'd love to have you. October 23rd, we're having our fly-in at Coburn Field, and that's in Pactolus, North Carolina, which is actually Greenville. There is a website you guys can go to now. It is North Carolina NC Space Cowboys. Definitely check it out. And that's .org, ncsspacecowboys.org. We just got that up yesterday. My friend Lewis has been working on it for a while, and he's doing a good job on it. You know, we're going to improve upon it as we go, but we just wanted to get something up to give guys a place to go to see what we're about, see where our location is, see what we have to offer. So if you get a chance, you get bored, go to ncsspacecowboys.org and check it out. What's up, Bill? Roach, what's up, man? Let me see if I can find a link here. I know I got one somewhere. Let's see. Here it is. Copy link. Go here, go there. Go live. Okay, here we go. Here is the link to our website here at our field, guys. So check it out. And like I said, our fly-in is October 23rd. They're going to have a nice flight over in Kinston, September 25th, too, Dustin.
What are you gonna do about fall? Doll in the fall. Are we going to that or what?
I don't know, man. I'm still watching to see what's going on. You know,
because they're having it apparently.
Well, as of right now, they say that, but I don't know. You know, right. I do know that my son has a lacrosse game that weekend, the second weekend, the last weekend. Mm-hmm. So if I win, it would have to be probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Because
it's October 2nd to the 9th.
Yeah, I'd have to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That way I could come back, work a little bit, and then go to a tournament he's got. I think that weekend is going to be either at Lake Norman or Charleston. I'm not sure which. But yeah, he's playing travel lacrosse. So both of those weekends, the beginning and the end, he's got to be somewhere for lacrosse. What's up, Gooniac? How you doing, man? Glad to have you as always, buddy. Appreciate all you guys coming in here tonight, hanging out with us. Yeah, Gooniac staying busy, man. I swear. I'm glad you're doing great, buddy. That's awesome. I love your products. Matter of fact, I'm going to recommend with this jet that I'm doing for my friend, I'm going to recommend that he put your afterburner in this particular jet. I think it's going to need it. What's up, Nate? How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you here tonight, man.
Ray. You don't shut up. Oh, man.
Yeah, George, I think it's going to be majorly crowded, man, and I just don't know. I'm telling you, man, this whole COVID thing is scary, so I don't know. They may end up calling it last minute. Who knows? I don't know, man. I hope my kid can stay in school personally. That's my biggest goal right now. So who knows? Things change day to day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
EQ said, Gooniac, I told tube about your MiG for sale. Don't know if you have heard. Tell you what, damn, In the Tube Deep keeps on. He's gonna have a whole 3D printed SU-30, man.
Well, George, if we decide to go, you've got to go.
Yeah, George is like, uh-huh. I'd love to, man. I swear I would love to, but God, it's just so much uncertainty right now. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff in Lower Alabama says he's going to pass, but not 100% yet. Yeah. And like I said, man, they could wait right up to the last week before and call it. You just don't ever know, And with the way I work, man, I book appointments. So it's just kind of tough. I've already got appointments booked all the way out that far. So I'd have to rearrange all of that, which I can do that. But, yeah, Jared said the school system is crazy there right now, too. And, yeah, I mean, same here, Jared. I mean, I feel you, buddy. And this is my son's first year in high school. So, I'd love for him to be able to stay in and enjoy it, but it is what it is, man,
Mm-hmm.
Snake said he wished he had a platform to post a video of doing the 5 landing challenge. Man. Yeah, it is going to be crazy busy, Jared. That is for sure, man. I think Motion RC said they weren't going to go. I think didn't James say they weren't going to go this year?
What?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said they weren't going to go. Guniak says he wants to make the West Coast thing happen. I hear you, man.
Do it.
That'd be nice.
That's like I told my machine manufacturer because they kept sending a wrong part 5 times. I'm like, do I got to take a ticket, go out to California, hop in an Uber, go out there and pull the damn part myself? Because I will. It gives me a reason to go out there to California or out west. Because it's easier.
Yeah, Chris, I tell you, it's getting up every morning, man. Which for a year and a half we didn't have to get up every morning. It was nice, but having to get up now, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad he's there. And hell, next year he'll be able to drive himself if everything goes accordingly. So. Jeff in Lower Alabama says it's not too late. You still have 3 weeks for the worldwide 5 landing challenge. You could be the world champion. Hey, I just need to be able to get the time to fly 5 flights here lately. I mean, between the damn weather, everything else that I got going on, I'm just happy to get in a flight these days. I've got this little citation down here I want to get out and fly. I haven't even had time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jared, thank you for coming, man, as always. Glad to have you here, buddy. Thank you so much for everything you do, helping Brian, and appreciate all your help, man. Thank you. You're a good guy. Yeah, some do better on online, but I don't know. I just think these kids need the interaction, too, man. We're already heading in a way where all they want to do is text anyway, so we need, I don't know, I think we need to have that socialization,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it takes to be the world champion, Nate. I'm not sure. I guess you're asking LA Jeff or Jeff in Lower Alabama that question. I don't know. I know I saw a thing today where they're having a fly-in, what is it, September the 18th down in Newport, North Carolina.
Really? I
They
didn't
don't
see
leave
nothing about that one.
Yeah, a friend of mine just sent me some information on that one today. A lot of that stuff, I guess, is in the AMA magazine. I don't know. She saw a flyer somewhere. She has a place at the beach. You know, Newport is in between New Bern and Atlantic, or Moorhead, New Bern and Moorhead. So, yeah. So you've been playing with your truck, Kenny?
It's actually behind me. I got the upgraded hardware. Printed out some hood, not hood, roof like skids, if you will, so it doesn't like land on top of the roof. It lands on those.
Okay.
It's right behind me. It's massive. Abby, she's scared to death of it. She wants to see it, but she wants you to hold her while like it's going around.
I'm scared you're gonna run over her ass with it.
Or she just scared I'm gonna tape her ass to it.
Still say you need to pull the boat with it, man. You got to rent a trailer and pull the boat with it. I'm telling you.
Man, I'm honestly thinking about selling the boat. To be quite honest with you.
Damn.
It's cool. I mean, I like it. It's just, it's kind of not my thing, right? It's.
That's how I was with trucks and stuff, man. I played with them for a little while and I just got bored. And boats, you know, being that I've got a lake house, I've done the boats too. And once you rip them around a couple of times, it kind of gets boring, you know, to me.
Right.
You got to be able to land and fly an airplane, man. I mean, that's what makes that fun, you know.
Oh yeah. The cars and trucks are more of like of me designing and making parts for them. More of like a business decision. That's kind of where I want to test the waters out in that. And like they're cool and stuff. I'm gonna have to build some jumps, whatever I get time type thing. But it's just I've always been in the cars and trucks, just from a full scale standpoint to a RC stuff. But give it a choice, I want plane. That's what I want. That's what I want to fly.
What's up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here tonight. Thank you. Ryan in the house. Team Rat.
What's up, my dude?
Ryan just came out with a new video today of the Ford Bronco.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Heck yeah. I haven't seen that yet. There's a machine show in Mexico right now currently, and that's what I've been watching.
Okay. Yeah, I still, once I get, you know, things taken care of, I still want that HSD F86, man.
What is the damn thing? What are you waiting on?
Well, I mean, I got other shit I'm trying to get done and taken care of first, and you know, again, I just had to pay for a travel league for my youngin', and you know that comes first. And trying to get the AL-37 done. I'm trying to get this plane done for this guy. You know, so, and I just bought this radio. You know, so it's just, yeah. I don't have your money, man.
What the hell are you talking about? My money? Shit.
I had your money. I burned mine. Man, buying damn machines the price of what you buy. Shit.
Sure, your damn boat costs as much.
Oh, come on. No,
Stop tripping. Stop tripping.
Please.
Nah, it's just... No, the deal is, but the whole machine is like... I would lose... Because the market right now, people want machines they can't keep up. I would lose 5% of what I paid for it if I sold it now. Yeah. If I wait till next year, I'll lose like 20-30%.
Well, dude, that's like vehicles, man. Vehicles are in such a demand right now. And then with the flooding going on in New Orleans and New York and New Jersey, you ain't going to be able to find a new vehicle after a while, man, because there ain't none on the lots to start with. And with all these vehicles that are being flooded, people going to want new vehicles. They ain't going to be none. So it's like, I mean, it's all crazy right now, man. So anybody with a nice used vehicle can just about name your price tag, you know? It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
You look at people. Look, there's a guy here in Greenville, man. He's got a 2019 F250, and he's got a little bit of a lift in it. He's got some wheels on it, and yes, it's clean, it's pretty. He's asking $89,000. I'm like, bruh, have you lost your damn mind? I mean, I'm sorry, but
Oof.
it's crazy, man. I mean, and it's everywhere you look. The prices of used cars that are nice, trucks especially, are out of this world, man. Um, it's just crazy. Makes you want to sell everything you got. I could sell my boat right now and make 15 grand. You know. Problem is, I don't know if I could get a new one because the dealership doesn't have motors to put on boats right now. So they got a bunch of boats that are pre-sold, but they ain't got no motors on them.
Oh yeah. That's the daggone truth.
Yeah, George, that's it. I can sell my house right now, man. But where you gonna live? In a tent? In a trailer? I can go buy a camper, but you gotta have land to put it on. Again, a problem. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the struggle is real right now. You know, if I had a farm somewhere, I go buy me a camper, set it up, put me a septic tank in the ground. I'm golden, man. I can live in a trailer until I build a house. But I ain't got no land, and that's the sad part. I can sell my house right now all day long. It's everybody though. The houses around here are selling sight unseen. People, the minute they hit
Oh,
the
and
market, people,
they're paying like 15 to 30,000 over.
and they're not looking at it. They're buying it without looking at it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, dag, you know? Oh, hey LJ, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm telling you. Look, I'll go get me a nice motorhome, rent me a lot somewhere. I'd be golden for a while, you know? I can see me driving my kid to school every morning in a motorhome. Damn, you're like the Griswolds coming to school every morning, you know?
My dad used to call them shit boxes.
Yeah, yeah,
Cause like me and your
yeah.
mom, we used to have one. I was like, "What do you still do?" Well, I'm like, "What are you talking about? You still do?" He's like, What do you mean?" I was like, "You still got that Shelby Mustang in the in the garage that hasn't seen the light of day in how many years?"
Right
He
on.
just drives it just to go get it inspected.
Exactly. That's right.
I'm like, I joke with him like it's such a waste of money, but I mean everybody has kind of like their um, clutch, if you will,
Yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah.
I'm sitting like, what are you? I'm like, man, I was like, you could sell it. We could build a kit car, and it'd be just as fun, if not more fun, than the car you got now, and you still get to put like 30, 40,000 in your pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
But what the heck do I know? I'm just a stupid
What's
kid.
up, Lyndon? Sunny Georgetown, Guyana. How are you? Good to have you here. Yeah, man. The housing market is booming right now. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it is getting down right now, fellas. What do y'all think? Oh. they're, they're saluting right now, man. They're like, hey. Yeah. They're ready to get back in their airplane.
Oh man, oh
This
man.
thing's nice, man. I can't wait to get this thing done. God, that one panel just looks incredible, man. I mean, you
It
can't
looks great,
see a
dude.
water.
It looks
I'm
sick.
telling you, you can't see a water slide anywhere on that thing, and that is what it looked like to begin with, guys. I'm telling you, and that is, I mean, polyacrylic and primer, beautiful. Up close, nothing, nothing.
Man,
There. Yeah.
zero. Hey, I want to say this though:
Absolutely.
is if you guys are into like Netflix movies or movies that are not like really popular, there's a new one called Worth by Michael Keaton, and it's after the 9/11 attacks because we're coming up on that anniversary
Yeah.
here pretty soon, and he has the hard task of coming up with how much compensation should a person get based on their loved one either that passed away or that got injured through like the cleanup process or and there's other situations in it and it goes through like this whole like demeanor of how he's like, we're going to use this formula. This is how we're going to do things, and this is going to be it. Because he's done other big cases like this, or the firm he works for has done other big cases like this, like the Toyota or the Chevy ignition switch, the Toyota like acceleration issue, and stuff like that. And as the movie progresses, you see how he like changes. It was pretty epic. I do like it. I do like Michael Keaton.
Well, they've got a documentary series coming on History Channel. I think it's a 3 or 4 night event based on the whole Twin Towers experience and people that actually survived it and telling their story and the day it happened. And I remember the day it happened. I was getting ready for work and my wife was at work, and I walked by the TV in the living room and I saw one building on fire, and all of a sudden I see an airplane coming towards the other building, and I'm like, what the world? And it hits it, and it goes in the side of it, and I'm like, holy crap. So I picked up the phone, I called my wife, I said, man, an airplane just hit one of the World Trade Centers, not knowing that an airplane, I saw the other one burning, but I didn't know why, And then the news says both trade centers have been hit by airplanes and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm going, holy crap. And me and her are talking. I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday, man. And for the rest of the day, that's what we did. I mean, you stayed by your TV for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah.
It's just incredible. It seems like it was yesterday. It's what's so weird. It just seems like it was just happened, Really, really sad.
Oh, I remember. I was in 8th grade, walking in. I just had walked into Mr. Bat's computer class because they were learning typing, or like typing 103, if you will. And as I was walking in, the tower had already been hit, and we're sitting there watching it. And I mean, everybody was watching it, and like the second plane hit, and like you could hear everybody in the school would just go like, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, because the first one, they weren't sure if it was a mistake.
Yeah.
It happened, and they thought, well, did something happen? Did the plane get off course? Was the plane about to crash? They weren't sure that the first one was a deliberate act. And then when the second one hit the other trade center, well, then it was everybody knew it was a deliberate act then, and it was just it was chaos. And up until that second one hit, the news anchors were even going, well, what happened? Did the pilot misjudge? Was he going to crash the plane and didn't know where to go? I mean, everybody was questioning, man, because nobody knew, But I guess when the second one hit, there was no question. And then the Pentagon, and then there was the other one that went into the ground thanks to the brave people on that airplane. Yeah, it was just it was just a scary thing, man. It was a terrible day for this country, that's for sure. So.
Oh yeah, man. It's freaking epic.
Hey, God knows what He's doing, Ray. That's for sure, man. That's for sure.
But the name of that movie is called Worth on Netflix. Ooh. I've actually watched it twice.
Well, and like I said, don't forget to look at the documentary on History Channel because it's all real documentation of the day it happened. It's a 4 series, 4 episode series or something that's coming on real soon. So, but, well, man, whenever you're ready to wrap it up, we'll let these boys have at it and chill and get out of here, man. I'm about done. I'm tired.
Me too. I gotta finish printing these. If you've heard like a little in the background, it's my 3D printer. I had to pause it, but it's still heated up. So I gotta finish up these prints for a buddy of mine to get out. Almost done. Got 50 parts to do, but
got 50 parts to do.
It's amazing. It's amazing. This $800 3D printer's been more reliable than my CNC machine that's built in America.
That is scary, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just a sore subject. Just a long story short. Oh man, but guys, I appreciate you guys as always. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, be good, be kind to one another, and
Be safe.
We'll catch you cool cats and kittens next time.
Definitely. See you guys next week. Thanks for coming.
Thank you guys. But hopefully we'll figure something out about the falling and all.
Yeah.
So, cool guys. Appreciate y'all. Later.
See
you guys tomorrow
Thank
with GB London and Hamilton. Later.
See you.
Okay.